Howdy folks, it's Tall Turtle here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are smack dab in the middle of the Grand Alpine Challenge bush trip. I think we've made it through the most challenging parts of the trip. At least I hope we have. It's been hairy, but it's been fun. So I assume you've seen the first 4 legs, 1 leg per video. You know the drill. Let's continue with leg 5 right now. Alright, like usual, we'll come down here and turn on some lights. There we go. And repair and refuel. And let's see, no GPS for this leg either. That's fine. We can probably use heading bug with autopilot, or autopilot with heading bug for this leg. I think it's pretty much flat. And then looking ahead on the overview map, looks like we are going back into the mountains, so maybe the hardest part isn't over yet. I don't know, leg 2 is pretty tough actually, so we'll see. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. All right, where are we headed? Where are we going? Ooh, 22-minute flight, so that's not terribly long. Lima Oscar Indigo Romeo. Okie dokie. Let's see here. In the air fly east-southeast towards Oberstaufen, a southern Bavarian town. And we'll go 103 degrees for that, which is about the temperature of a cat. 103 to 105, I think. And everyone's like, why are the cats so warm? It's like, well, because they're like a body temperature is 103 degrees. Alrighty, for 6 minutes or so. Let's see, where's that going to put us? Whoops, wrong mouse wheel. Alright, I think it's pretty much over here somewhere. I think 103 degrees, yeah, it's pretty much over here. So, let's put that stupid arrow menu thing away. Let's go like this. And where are we, by the way? Do we have enough runway? Let's back taxi a little bit, I guess. So let's see, take this off, turn this around. What? Parking brake on? Why won't we move? There we go, parking brake was on, that was weird. Alrighty, let's see here. And because we don't have any easy landmarks like mountains and water and things, I think we'll use the timer for this one. I usually haven't been using the timer very much, but I think for this trip we will. Alrighty, first set of flaps down, and away we go. We'll start the timer once we're in the air. Move that, whoops. Move the mouse. And really, are we going to make this tree? Up we go. Let's get over on the tree, step on the brakes. What was that? Flaps coming in. Good grief. Let's just look outside for a second. My personal volume is very loud. There you go. Nice screenshot like that. Okay, let's put that away. And let's fly towards this town and get some altitude. We're not going to get too high unless we have some terrain, because I want to be able to see stuff. So let's try not to go above like 3,000 feet unless we have to. Reset the barometer. I take that back. We already have some terrain, so let's hit maybe 4,000 or so, and let's start this timer. 5 minutes, 35 seconds for it down. Okie dokie. Well, we should be able to figure that out without much trouble. Let's have some looks around, look-sees here while the co-pilot finishes. They're going to tell us one more thing. Don't worry, there's one more thing for them to say. Usually, there it is. Alrighty, let's trim this thing forward. We don't want to get too high. Nope, don't want to get too high. Actually, let's go this way. Let's stay on heading. Let's stay on our heading. So the town we're looking for, with the time and everything, should put us right before that first lake. That's my thought anyway. Well, trim down. I don't want to keep going high, so let's trim this forward here. Get some speed. There we go. Oof. We'll see if we have to climb over those mountains. I think it's going to send us to the left. I think. We'll read about it in a moment, but let's look outside for right now. And if you haven't seen the previous legs, like if you're just watching for content of where to go on this leg, when I do my bush trips, if we don't have the GPS to follow with autopilot, we usually hand fly it, which means I do a lot more chit-chatting as we work through this than I would if we had GPS. But then we would just use autopilot, right? And I wouldn't talk much. Alrighty, looking fabulous. Let's see. Keep trimming down. Still climbing a little bit. Just trying to decide how high I really want to go. Anywho, there's a town right under the nose. So what's the next thing we're going to do? Then we're going to turn 77 degrees. Yeah, see, we're not going to go into the mountains. We're going to turn to the left. And then we'll look for a gorgeous lake after that. And that's only 3 minutes away. So that must be one of these lakes here, I would think. Alrighty, let's see here. What can we do to get some good sightseeing here? Let's just look out the windows, I guess. And appreciate everything. Oh, look at that town. I don't think that's our town. Because it has not been 5 minutes. It's been 2.5. Alright, we gotta keep an eye on our climbing and our speed. Alright, actually, you know what? I think that's it right over here. I think we're there already. I think. Why? Normally it takes me like triple the time. Huh. Okay, well, we're gonna enjoy this here. Because it's gorgeous. That might be your town. That might actually be your town already. I don't know. I really don't think so. But we'll see if I'm right or wrong in a moment here. So I think if we look for a main highway, that's where the town is. Yeah, see this highway? Yeah, okay, there it is up there. It's above the wings now. Because see, the highways come together up there. That's what we're looking for. So this was not our town. That was something else. So sorry to offend anybody who knows the area more than I do. But that's where we're headed. And then there's a lake that should come into view right after these hills here, I would think. And that's the lake we're looking for. So let's hop inside again. And then we're going to turn, in a little bit, we're going to turn 77 degrees to get to this first little lake right there is our Grosser Alpsee. So 77 degrees in just a moment. And then we're looking for a nature preserve, which we're going to turn to the south. So probably through here, I would think. I don't know. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's find this town, and then we'll turn to the lake here. Then maybe get outside. There we go. There's our town. Let's just stare at that for a second. Yes, that is definitely the town we're looking for. Now it is super obvious. So again, I apologize if I offended anybody for calling the wrong place the town. So there we go. As gorgeous as it is, though, we need to set our heading to 77. Actually, you know what? We know where the lake is. It's right there. So let's stop the timer and reset it. And we're not going to worry about the 77 degrees because we're going to go right towards the lake. We're going to worry instead about the 153 degrees in preparation for the nature preserve. Come on, I totally went the wrong way. What am I thinking? Why did I go the wrong way? I know we're turning to the left. I'm doing it on purpose to get towards the lake. Then we got the train turbulence under us. Do you feel that? 153. There we go. Okay, there's the lake in front of us. We'll get there in a second, and then we're going to head towards Allgäu. What is this? How do you say that? Allgäu High Alps Nature Preserve. 6 minutes away once you get to the lake. Alrighty, I'm trying to see if I can give you some sightseeing while we get to the lake while I hand fly. Yes, I will try. Alright, there's our lake, and looking out the windows, as soon as we get to the lake, we will turn 153 degrees for 6 minutes, which is going to put us into some pretty high terrain down here. So we might need to climb. What is going to do? Well, after 153 for 6 minutes, then we're going to head west again, or east again, sorry, a little northeast. Yeah, northeast. I don't know. We'll have to see if we need to climb or not. We might not actually need to climb. Anyway, there's our lake. Let's look outside. And there it is. Alrighty, let's hop inside and let's turn 153 degrees and start the clock for this one. About 6 minutes And then we're going to head to 76. So let's climb a little bit, throttles forward to cause us to climb just ever so slightly, just to stay above the terrain, because it's pretty dangerous to be this close. And we'll check out this nature preserve 6 minutes from now. And then we'll... Oh boy, let's not turn 153 degrees yet. Let's avoid this terrain first. Alright, now let's fly to 153. Also, just so you know, I do sometimes use Google Maps to help us along, just because I know people are watching these videos to help themselves get through these trips. But in this case, none of this stuff so far is on Google Maps in this lake, so that's the secret reason why we're using the timer and everything. Because I can't find this stuff. This stuff isn't on Google Maps. I suppose if I tried a little harder, I would find it, but I'm just quickly searching and none of it's there. Like the river, I looked that up. No, it's giving you to the town of Lech, but not the river. So we will figure this out for ourselves. Although I'm guessing this is the river here, but we'll figure it out together. So there's 157. Let's come back a little bit. I'm guessing that the nature preserve is this area here, the whole area, and that's the river. But we will find out together. So I'm just going to fly this. I'm going to keep climbing a little bit ever so slowly. What are we climbing? Like 150 feet per minute. Just ever so slowly. And I will get you some sightseeing and I'll reconvene in a moment. It's just hard to sightsee while I hand fly, but I'll try. I'll see what I can do. Alright, we're about to make our turn towards Lech River, which I was correct. The harder I tried, I did find it. This entire river is Lech River, and once I zoomed in, I realized our airport is right there anyway. So we did everything correctly, even without the help of the Google Map machine. So we're fine. We're going to go a little bit more to the south here before we turn, and we do have to climb over that terrain to where we're going. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to follow this valley, cross that, come down this valley, find our airport along the river. I think that's the plan, just because of terrain. Even though it says to turn 76 degrees, I don't really think that's going to work out that way because of this terrain. So let's turn this back to 76 degrees anyway, just to see, just like that. Yeah, that's turning us around. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we are going to rely heavily on the GPS so we don't crash into stuff. So, are we ready to turn left? Not quite yet. We are going to keep climbing ever so slowly just to get over that ridge we see, which is going to be that one, just exactly behind the left pillar. That's where we're going to cross. So we do need to climb a little bit. So we're going to bring back, we're already throttle forward because I was climbing, so we're just going to bring throttle back and trim. It'll slow us down, but also cause us to climb. I don't think I need to worry about, well, let's try the mixture anyway, see if it does any good. Oh yeah, it is increased. Oh yes, it's helping a lot. Okay. There we go. Now I'll push it back. There we go. I'm looking at this thing. That's how you can look at your numbers, but for me in this simulator, using that helps with the mixture. In real life, you would do it slightly differently. But see, now we're really climbing, see? Alright, let's turn left. And, whoops, there's our valley. We missed it. Because I was messing with the mixture. But that's okay, because we're going to clear this anyway. But we want to go down that valley. Oh, keep climbing. There we go. Looking around while we're at it. Look at that town there. That is amazing. Oh, can't imagine what that looks like. So we're heading towards the Lech River, and then we're going to cross over to Austria. And I have a very good friend from Austria. And I like talking to her about everything over there. But, okay, which valley are we going for here? The one we're over. That's a different valley over there. Look at that Alpine lake. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And a lot of the lakes I talk about wanting to see lakes that are surrounded by mountains like that. That one might almost fit the bill. Alright, we're gonna cross over here. Because I really don't want to ride that ridge. I want to be able to start coming down. Actually, well, maybe we can come down that valley instead of that valley, huh? Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I see how high we actually are. Nah, let's keep going straight. Let's stick with plan A. Looking outside together. Very gorgeous. This isn't nearly as scary and threatening as leg 2 and leg 3 were. Or was it leg 3 and 4? I can't remember. I think it was leg 3. I don't know, whatever. This is very nice. It's very relaxing to fly high above the mountains, despite how dangerous it really is. Alright, let's put this away. Let's put my voice away. And, I'm just going to make a cut here when we get up over this ridge and start coming down. Over to the left river. See you in a moment. I guess we can watch the ridge line together. I like showing the ridge line when we cross. It's super cool to look at. Because now we're going into the valley. We're going to start coming down again, right? Yep, so bring back throttles now, so we start coming down. Let's look outside while we're at it. There we go. Yeah, we're just going to go right down that valley. Right along the river. Very cool. Very, very cool. Probably not want to come down that much, though. That's a little aggressive. Alright. Well, now we're floating around. Yeah, between the train turbulence and floating around and everything. It's a bit tricky, but we'll manage. And there's your Lech River, right down there. Oh, so cool. So very, very cool. Alright, the Lech River is coming into view. To the left and then over to the right. And then, do we see it yet? Over here? Yep, there it is. So it's coming from this valley, right under us, going over there, and then our airport is over there around the S-curve. So we're going to fly this valley. Just I would have loved to have done the other legs, but with the train and having climbed so much, I wasn't able to, but we can now. Although there's nothing to see other than the river. We're just going to follow the river down. Just like some bush pilots we see on YouTube quite a bit. Alright, let's continue our descent, so props back, or throttles back even more. Just right along the river, but not too low, because you want to be able to see the airport ahead of us. And then we'll land, and I'll be on the vid. So, quick and easy trip, this one is, but just as enjoyable as the longer ones. Alright, time to have a look out for our airport. So let's slow down a little bit, keep our altitude the same. However, I'm just thinking how we can spot it here. I guess it's going to be around another curve. Yeah, because the nose is pointing at the small intestine or the stomach, and you can see it on the map there. So let's see here. Looking around while we can, yet concentrating. And it looks good. We're pretty low to the ground. I think we're okay though. Let's get a little bit of altitude so I can see where we're headed. And hopefully we can fly straight in. That would be very nice. But we don't know the area either, so that can make things a little more difficult when you're VFR and you don't know the area. Let's have a look outside one final time here before we come in to land. Oh cool, look at this. I love flying like this. I wish we could have done the whole bush trip flying in the valleys like this, but as I've said many times before, It wasn't possible due to the train and crossing train. So we're doing it now, though. So that's good. Alrighty. The airport is along a straightaway. And then I see the river curving, which means... Oh, I think the airport's right there. Has to be right there because... Yep. Good, okay. Airport is in sight. Slow down, get into flap range, props forward, make sure it was already forward. I put that forward during sightseeing. And I'm assuming that's the airport. We'll see. What does it look like? Yep, it's that. Yeah, those buildings. Yep, okay. First set of flaps. And get around this mountain. Why are we sinking so much? Because I'm trimmed all screwed up. That's why. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's way better. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're looking right after that building. Because if you look at the picture, at the far side of the picture, that's the building and there's the stomach. We're flying next to the stomach now. I don't really see the runway. It's too dark. But I think it's there. Isn't it? Gosh, I don't even know. Second set of flaps. Let's come in very slowly. I mean, that has to be the runway, right? Good grief. Oh boy, let's clear the building. Full flap. Clear the buildings. Clear the buildings. There we go. Now we can come down. Oh, not that hard, not that hard. Oh boy. Let ground effect. There we go. Ground effects will save us. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where's the ground? There's one little bounce. A tiny bounce. Okay. Good landing, but it's our worst so far. Definitely our worst landing so far. Even though it's not saving us. There, it's saving. Okay, there we go. Okay, my back. I tensed my back a lot on that landing, and now I'm in a lot of pain, but that's okay. Definitely not our best landing, but we did it. Good grief. 29 minutes for that one instead of 22. Not too bad. One leg per video. You know the drill. Like, subscribe so you can see the next leg, and I'll see you then. Simple as that.